Wow, what a drug bust. Not only drugs confiscated, but secrets revealed. The doctor snitched, and he immediately thought of finding someone who could help. Yes, it was dinner with Eileen. He gifted Eileen a precious painting that his mother left him, hoping for some juicy intel from the hospital. On March 11, 1987, the Drug Bureau issued a new rule: no drugs without a doctor's VIP pass. The Ella secret club turned into an illegal paradise, and their stockpile had already been cleaned out. Members were out of meds. It was like hoarding gold nuggets in a crisis. Luckily, an elderly couple generously offered their home to serve as a new office for the club. They just wanted to help more people, but Jenny unexpectedly donned a costume to go beg Dad for cash. At first, Jenny was reluctant, but to survive, she had to play along. Subtitles after she revealed that she had been diagnosed with cancer. An unexpected tenderness emerged on her father's face, as if he had just witnessed a miracle. Subtitles: this sum of money acted as a panacea for Luzon's disaster relief efforts, enabling her to overcome this difficult situation, and Ron was extremely grateful. He gave Jenny a heartfelt hug, just like the unwavering belief among good friends to never give up. But Jenny's health was worrisome. The meds hadn't arrived yet, and her resolve was about to be tested. Ron's issues seemed solved, but they were still awkwardly lacking kitchen supplies. In desperation, Ron resorted to his switchery tricks and sneaked away with some kitchen supplies. He hurried off to Mexico, but Jenna's condition took a turn for the worse. It was like a storm brewing. Facing death, Jenny was filled with fear. Living wasn't anything sweet. She yelled, "Don't be scared. You've got to believe me. That's how we turn the tide. Come on." Her boyfriend couldn't watch any longer and rushed her to the hospital. The rescue operation began. Ron found Sean and brought a medical magazine as if he'd discovered a new secret weapon. It mentioned that ACT wasn't a long-term solution for most. It's like hosting a feast with no seating left. But the FDA had locked that news up tighter than a drum, and everyone was clueless about it. Ron suddenly mentioned the new discovery. The secret liquid from caterpillars could be the lifesaver. Just as he was engrossed in the article, the hatching light flickered. His curiosity was instantly piqued. The moment the lights were turned on, the butterflies seemed to start a wild party, flapping their wings and dancing around. Ron spread his arms wide, feeling an incomparable freedom, as if he embraced a new life. Subtitles, however, when Ron came back with the new medications, Jenny had completely vanished. It was an absolute disappearance act. He stormed into the doctor's office, shouting, "You hurt her." It was like a volcanic eruption. The doctor coldly replied, "Sorry, you have to wait outside." "You're a doctor. Don't treat me like air," Ron exclaimed. He kept shouting, "Don't let him kill you, come out." It was like a life or death chase. Jenny's sudden exit left endless regret. Ron cried like a little abandoned kitten. The next day, Ron made a big decision to give those who couldn't afford it a welfare gift. Faced with the budget shortfall, he decided to sell his beloved car. It was a real love-hate. He handed the secret report on ACT to Eileen, who realized what she could do after reading it. She sprang into action, telling the nurses to reduce the patient's dosages to the bare minimum. It was pure heart and soul. Plus, she made thousands of copies of the report and plastered them all over the hospital where everyone could see. However, Ron's lab was raided, and all of his precious equipment was completely erased. Subtitles: Ron, resembling a warrior who had lost his will to fight, entered the ACT press conference brimming with fighting spirit, determined to persevere in the confrontation. yet the opposing side simply fired him right then and there. Subtitles. Eileen secretly gave the order to the nurses to discontinue the use of AZT and, as expected, hoped she would leave on her own accord. 6 months later, Ron stormed into court, demanding the repeal of that law forbidding meds without the prescription. The judge expressed sympathy for Ron and harshly criticized the Drug Bureau's bullying tactics. However, despite the judge's sympathy, the court had to reject his appeal due to lack of legal backing. On the flight back, Ron was angry and dejected, his unspeakable rage bubbling like a volcano. He was pushed out by Eileen, and although he lost the case, Ron was still a hero in everyone's eyes. At the film's end, Ron was on a bull's back like a matador, holding tightly to the ropes of survival. Life can sometimes be like bullfighting, get a good grip on the rope, and you can stir up a storm. That's Ron's win. Film ends now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, folks. This movie is based on a true story. Ron ultimately passed away from diagnosed AIDS. The movie was shot in just 25 days, and the crew faced a tight schedule. It was a real speed